Good morning. Today we will talk about our ambient design. For the Joyful at Hong Kong organization, I'm the art director Carrie with my members Douglas and Damon. Here is the flow of our presentation. To begin with, our ambient design is for the campaign of Depression Matters, Let's Stand Together from the Joyful at Hong Kong organization. Our slogan is Come Closer. We would like to deliver the message that the parents shall get closer with their children and to pay extra attention to explore their deep down feelings. Our target audience is mainly the parents with the stressful children, but also with their students who are studying hard as well. Our objective is to show the public we are supporting the children and the parents, and to deliver the message that patience and empathy are very important, and to be curious about any joyful in their lives. To begin with, I would like to elaborate a little bit more of our concept. Come closer. It is about encouraging the parents to take the initiative in paying extra attention to the smallest details of their children, to get closer to them and to show the empathy to their deep down feelings. The execution of our ambient is designed as a perspective game to the target audience. We designed a pair of boards. The front board is a transparent blue-colored layer with white-colored words written as, "Can you please come closer?" If you are careful enough, you will see a small teardrops on her face. If you get even closer to the board, you will discover there is a baseboard hidden behind this blue layer. The hidden board shows the real feelings hidden by the students. For our ambient, there is a distance between the two boards where an adult can go in between the boards and read the hidden images and words in blue color. Therefore, the transparent blue board acts as a filter, covered up the blue images. Just like in the reality, our ambient is resembling when the parents who shall pay extra attention to details and figured out the deep down feelings of their children. Their children may hide their real feelings from you, just like the blue transparent board. But as parents, you shall overcome the obstacles and reach their needs. Now let's take a look of our first design. Here is our first design, the girl in fear. See from the transparent blue board, we can see there's a normal student holding a book. We didn't draw the face of the students in order to symbolize the girl can be anyone around you. We have put a small teardrop on her face as a hint of the sadness of the student. We can also see there's a question. Can you please come closer? To appeal to the target audience to get closer to the board. We also use the color of blue to represent vibrant and eye-catchy to the busy pedestrian. And also it represents the deep down feelings of the student. As we can see, our board has two layers. The front one is the transparent one. And here is the base design. We can see that there's the fierce fish. It represents the fear of the student. There are also the bubble, meaning the student is actually drowning, represent the real feelings of depression. Depression is not simply about sadness. The feeling is more complicated. As we see from our slogan, "Please come closer," then you will understand that actually I cannot breathe. We come to our second design, the boy in maze. See from the transparent red board, we can see there's the question, "Could you please come closer?" And we can also see a student holding a book in his hands. If you pay extra attention, then you will see there's the little teardrop on his face. So here is our 2-layer ambient. For our base image, we have drawn a red maze to represent danger and confusion, and also the struggling of the student. The struggling is real. The feelings of getting lost in depression is how the deep down feelings of these students. It also symbolized by a maze that they can never find exit. For example, from our slogan, "Please come closer, then you can understand that I cannot find my way out." Our ambient design is in 2 layers. We would like to emphasize and symbolize that students may cover up their real feelings and act as normal. Indeed, they may have depressions, so the others may ignore their needs. We highly encourage the parents to take extra attention to the smallest details, such as the small teardrops on our board, and to explore their deep down feelings, which is the base design, and more importantly, to show their empathy to their deep down feelings. Here is some of our ambient mock-up, and we decided to put our board in the MTR as it is one of the important touch points when students and parents are traveled around. So here is the base image we put around the MTR. We also decided to put our ambience in the city center, for example in the Mongkok Street in the Causeway Bay and Tsim Sha Tsui, where with many people, and the color of blue and red shall catch their attention. And we also decided to put our board near the residential areas, where is the initial touch point of students and parents. Look of our journey map, so can further elaborate why we would like to put our ambience in these touch points. To begin with, we will showing of our 2 target customers. One is the student and other is the parents. In the first stage, we were starting from the home. For the students, they are studying hard at home. They will have the questions such as, who can understand my real feelings? They will feel nervous and worried. For the parents, when they're at home, they are watching their student under stress, so they may pop up the questions that, how can I help my children? The touch point shall be the book or maybe the newspapers where the student and the parents are looking at. The opportunity may be provide a happy environment for them. So we come to our middle stage. For the students, they cannot focus on their work, they may try to go down to the street to take a walk. For example, they will ask, shall I open up my real feelings to my close friends and families? What can I do for my sadness or depression? For the parents, they may go down to the street to buy the necessity. For example, they will have the questions like, what kind of food shall I buy for my children? And both of their emotions is kind of worried, nervous, and lost in mind, but meanwhile, they want to provide help. So the important touch point will be the nearby neighborhood, the supermarket, or the 7-Eleven where the students like to go. The opportunity will be, we should put some eye-catchy board or ambient, for example, the vivid red and blue color to get their attention. And for the next stage, it will be we try to get their notice. to try to get their attention when they have a sight of our board. For example, they will ask, is there anything interesting around it? Or is it about a story for students? We try to use the color of red and blue to appeal their curiosity. So in this stage, their emotion is more about curious and feeling interested to our board. And for the next stage, they will come closer to our board and try to figure out whether there is a small little drops on the student's face, and then discovered there is a base design. For students, they may ask, is this a game to play? If for the parents, they may ask, is it a story about their students? Maybe they are interested to figure it out. So the important touch point will be the busy street or the public transportation when they are travel from one place to another. Our opportunity will be trigger the curiosity of the pedestrian to lead them to have a look to the base image. So for our last stage, it will be our project goals and our expectation. Our expectation from the beginning to this stage is quite positive that they are starting from a nervous emotion to starting to have the curiosity and show the interest to our board. But in this stage, we are expecting they will have a little bit emotion to the down as they will discover the board of the sad messages. The student will read about the hidden message and may evoke their renaissance in the issue. They may feel like, I have the same emotion as well. And then to appeal their reflection, they may think, did I hide my feelings to my parents so that my parents may worry about me? For the parents, when they get closer to our board, they may have the reflection that is my children hiding the emotions from me? How can I care about my children? So in this stage, the emotion is getting a little bit down as they are concerned and worried. However, it will go up again as they are being inspired by our base image to give them the reflection. So we are going to put, so the touch point will be the busy street and the neighborhood as well. And the opportunity will be when they are on their way home. And our ultimate goal and expectation is to encourage the students and the parents to take extra action. For students, we would like to encourage them to take action to open their heart to their parents. No more hiding emotions. And for the parents, we would like to ask them to take the action to pay extra attention to the smallest hint of their child, whether they're happy or not, and eventually get closer to them. We come to our conclusion. For our ambient design, our slogan is Come Closer. We would like to deliver the key message that parents shall get closer to their children and to pay extra attention to the smallest hint of their emotion, and to further show their empathy from them. We understand that the ambient may not can immediately change the behavior, but we would like to send this key message and to notice to parents that sometimes their children may hide their real emotions from you. So we hope that our ambient design can show the support to the student and the parents, especially those with depression, and to emphasize the importance of patience and empathy as well. So that's the end of our presentation. Thank you.